Overthinking doesn't feel like a problem at first. It feels like being responsible. You tell yourself you're just trying to understand, trying to make sense of people, trying to prevent mistakes, trying to protect your future. But if you're honest, overthinking isn't helping you. It's costing you. It steals your sleep. It ruins your appetite. It makes you check your phone like it's a heartbeat monitor. It turns silence into a threat. It turns a normal message into a diagnosis. And the worst part is this: you can have a good life on paper and still live in your head like you're constantly about to be punished. That's not intelligence. That's a nervous system that doesn't feel safe. Here's what most people miss. Overthinking is not a thinking problem. It's a safety problem. When your nervous system doesn't feel safe, your brain starts searching for control, because control feels like safety. So your mind does what it's designed to do under stress. It scans, predicts, and prepares. It replays the past, because it believes you can prevent future pain by rewriting what already happened. It imagines worst-case scenarios, because it believes fear is the price of being prepared. It analyzes people, because it believes if you understand them perfectly, you can avoid rejection. But that entire system has one fatal flaw. You cannot control what other people think. You cannot control what they feel. You cannot control what they choose. And the moment you try, your mind becomes a full-time job you can never clock out of. That's why let them matters here. Let them think what they think. Let them interpret you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them have opinions you don't like. Let them be uncertain about you. Because the part of you that overthinks is trying to manage something impossible: other people's minds. Now let's get painfully specific. Overthinking usually attacks in 4 real-life moments. Moment 1. After you speak. You say something in a meeting, in a conversation, in a relationship, and later your mind starts doing the autopsy. Was that stupid? Did I sound desperate? Did I talk too much? What if they think I'm incompetent? That's not reflection. That's self-surveillance. Moment 2. When someone changes their energy. They reply slower. They use fewer emojis. Their tone feels off, and your mind panics. What did I do? Are they mad? Are they pulling away? Is this the beginning of the end? This is the core of overthinking. You're trying to read a mind, so you can protect your heart. Moment 3. When you have to wait. For a response. For results. For a decision. Waiting triggers overthinking, because waiting is surrender. And surrender feels dangerous to a person who learned they must stay vigilant to be okay. Moment 4. When you're alone. When life gets quiet. Your mind gets loud. Not because you're broken, but because your mind finally has room to bring up everything it has been holding. So what is overthinking really? Overthinking is your brain saying, I don't trust that I'll be okay if I don't keep controlling. And here's the harder truth. Overthinking often begins because at some point in your life, being relaxed was not safe. Maybe you grew up around criticism, unpredictable reactions, emotional volatility, high expectations. So you learned to anticipate, to read microsignals, to prevent conflict, to be one step ahead. That skill may have protected you back then, but now it's imprisoning you. Because adult life requires a new skill, the ability to be okay, even when you don't know. Now comes the switch. Let them think what they think, and let me return to the present. But returning to the present is not a cute idea. It is a physical practice, because overthinking lives in your nervous system, not just your mind. So I'm going to give you a protocol. Real, simple, repeatable. It's called the CLM protocol. C. Catch the moment. The moment you notice you've started spiraling. Don't argue with the thoughts. Just label it. This is a spiral. This is my brain seeking control. You don't shame it. You don't fight it. You catch it. Allow uncertainty. Say this out loud. I can't know right now, and I can still be okay. This is not weakness. This is training. Your mind hates uncertainty, so you practice standing inside it without collapsing. Lock into something real. Pick one sensory anchor for 20 seconds. Feel your feet. Notice the temperature in the room. Count 5 sounds you can hear. Name 3 objects you can see. This pulls your brain out of imaginary time and back into reality. Move 1 inch forward. Overthinking wants you to stay frozen, so you do one small action. Write 1 line. Send 1 clear message. Make 1 decision, or choose to do nothing on purpose, and return to your life. Because action in spirals, not more thinking. Now, here is the most important point in this entire episode. Overthinking is often a request for reassurance that you try to get from your own mind. But the mind cannot reassure the mind. That's like asking fire to put out fire. Reassurance comes from grounding, from boundaries, from self-trust. So when you catch yourself overthinking someone, this is your line. Let them respond when they respond. Let them feel what they feel. Let them decide what they decide. Because your life is too expensive to spend it inside someone else's head. And now the second line. Let me breathe. Let me eat. Let me sleep. Let me live today. Let me stop using imagination as a weapon against myself. Here's a hard question to end with. If the worst thing happens, will you survive it? Yes, it might hurt. It might change things, but you will survive. And the day you accept that, your brain stops trying to control everything just to keep you safe. Let them think what they think, and let you return to the only place where your life actually exists. Right here, right now.